This 12,500-year-old settlement was discovered in the U.S., considered to be from the younger DRYAS Ice Age. It was found in Avon, Connecticut, while the Department of Transportation was trying to fix an old bridge. The site was discovered during reparations for construction of a bridge over Farmington River in Avon, Connecticut. They discovered this ancient site, and archaeologists began to explore it. They found an open pit of fire as well as a number of temporary dwellings. Most amazing of all, they discovered over 15,000 objects, most of them being ancient tools. And it seems to be dating back to the age of the mini ice age of the younger DRYAS, Big Freeze, typically called, for the Northern Hemisphere. That lasted for about 1,300 years. It's the oldest archaeological site in the Northeast, from what they tell us. It's the oldest Paleoindian archaeological site, southern New England. Terry Wilson, president of Avon Historical Society, claims she and others credited the late Brian Jones for the discovery on a former site that was 5,000 years old. Deeper under that was this 12,500-year-old site. Brian Jones noted that there were core samples digs that there was a 5,000-year-old habitation nearby the alluvial soil from the core samples that they took. And he was aware that there were archaeological, or could have been archaeological, findings under the area of the bridge. Now, according to state and federal law, the Department of Transportation worked directly with archaeologists during early phases of construction to ensure any findings were preserved. They said, "We have a responsibility to science and to the understanding of who and what was here before us on this little piece of earth." Senior archaeologist David Leslie worked with the Department of Transport to coordinate the dig, and he said that they've uncovered about 15,000 artifacts, including among them 27 cultural features. This is a human contact site, they said, not a human remains site, so there's no remains of humans. This is where they lived and worked. Now, as for the construction, the DOT originally projected cost for the project about $14 million, with 80% federal, 20% funding. Estimated $500,000 was added to ensure a thorough processing of the archaeological site. The entire footprint, they said, that we've touched there has been categorized, scientifically analyzed, so that there's nothing left for them to look at in our footprint. The DOT said because they knew this was possibly, they staged their work accordingly and expect the project to be completed by the fall of next year. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.